Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom, there lived a kind and gentle princess named Snowwhite. She had skin as white as snow, lips as red as roses, and hair as black as ebony. Snowwhite's stepmother, the queen, was jealous of her beauty and always wanted to be the fairest in the land. One day, the queen asked her magic mirror, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?" The mirror, being truthful, replied, "Snowwhite is the fairest in the land." Enraged by this answer, the queen plotted to get rid of Snowwhite. She ordered a huntsman to take the princess deep into the forest and leave her there. However, the huntsman couldn't bring himself to harm Snowwhite, and instead, he let her go. Lost in the forest, Snowwhite stumbled upon a small cottage. To her surprise, it belonged to 7 friendly dwarfs: Grumpy, Happy, Sleepy, Sneezy, Bashful, Dopey, and Doc. They welcomed her with open arms and let her stay with them. The queen, discovering that Snowwhite was still alive, decided to take matters into her own hands. She used her dark magic to create a poisoned apple. The apple would put anyone who took a bite into a deep sleep, only to be awakened by true love's kiss. One day, when the dwarfs were away, the queen disguised herself and tricked Snowwhite into taking a bite of the poisoned apple. The princess fell into a deep slumber, and the dwarfs, upon returning, were devastated. A prince, who had heard of Snowwhite's beauty and kindness, arrived at the dwarf's cottage. Learning about the curse, he kissed Snowwhite, breaking the spell. She awoke, and the dwarfs rejoiced. The queen's jealousy and evil deeds had consequences. She was punished for her actions, teaching everyone that envy and cruelty never lead to happiness. Snowwhite, grateful for the friendship of the dwarfs and the love of the prince, lived happily ever after in the kingdom. The moral of the story is that kindness, friendship, and love triumph over jealousy and cruelty. It reminds us that being good-hearted and treating others with kindness leads to a happily ever after.